KVGC News Time, 7 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock. Topping the news for a Thursday, the 14th day of June for 2018. Well, last night around 8 o'clock, the Amador County Elections Department updated the election results. New numbers, but no new leaders. Again, some new numbers, but again, no new leaders. There are still about 400 ballots left to be counted. Renee Day leads the race for Superior Court Judge. Steve Russell leads the race for County Superintendent of Schools. Jeff Brown leads the District 3 supervisorial race. And the District 5 supervisorial race, Brian Oneto continues to lead. And no change also in the Lockwood Fire Protection District. Cookie still leads in that one as well. Again, we're expecting more updates later on, possibly today, if not tomorrow. And once again, these are the latest updated numbers as of 8 o'clock last night. If you'd like to go over the numbers yourself, you can visit our webpage, kvgcradio.com, and just follow the link to the County Elections Department.
Jeffrey Allen Tate again denied parole. The California Board of Parole earlier this week declined to grant Tate parole, noting he still possesses a high risk for violence if released into the community. Tate was convicted of attempted murder with use of a weapon, attempted kidnapping, and 2 counts of assault with a deadly weapon for attack on Jennifer Minton in May of 1992. Minton, a kindergarten teacher, was riding her bicycle along Turner Road when Tate approached in his pickup and asked for directions to Drytown. After a friendly exchange, he drove away, only to turn around and ram her from behind with his truck, knocking her off the bike and breaking her ankle. He then grabbed her at knife point, ordering her into the truck. She resisted, and Tate stabbed her 3 times. When Tate attacked Minton, he had already committed 3 sex offenses, including 2 rapes at knife point, and had been on CYA parole for about 6 months. Tate, who has now been denied parole 5 times, currently serving a life sentence and will be eligible again for parole in 5 years.
And the Amador School Board approved a host of administrative items at its meeting last night. This sets the stage for adoption of the school district's yearly budget at the end of the month. The board approved a collection of budget-related documents, including a Local Control Accountability Plan, or LCAP, which details the school district's goals and plans for the upcoming school year and is required to access certain state funding. Also adopted were a special education budget and plan, as well as the bargaining positions of the school district and its teachers union for negotiations of salaries and benefits. The board also heard a preliminary report on the 2018-19 budget, which still requires budget action at the state level before it can be finalized. And the board also last night adopted new Ag Class series of papers, or I guess I should say a new Ag Class series of books for Argonaut High School, as well as approving textbooks for advanced placement calculus and statistics for the district.
And officials at Mule Creek State Prison in Ione have identified inmate Antoine Davis as the primary suspect in the introduction of fentanyl into Mule Creek. Now that led to 13 overdoses, including the death of 1 inmate. The inmate, who was discovered unresponsive in his cell back on April 22nd, pronounced dead later that evening, despite the immediate life-saving efforts of staff and outside emergency responders. The Department of Justice Bureau of Forensic Services tested suspected narcotics recovered during the investigation, which all tested positive for fentanyl. Now, Davis was found guilty of distribution of a controlled substance and assessed 180 days of lost credit and other privileges, and has been moved to Mule Creek State Prison's Administrative Segregation Unit and his case forwarded to the Amador County DA's office for possible prosecution. Davis from Sacramento County serving 21-year sentence for first-degree robbery and carjacking with use of a firearm. He was scheduled to parole in 2028.
And this Saturday, a meeting will be held at the American Legion Hall to allow voters from all political parties in Amador County to have their election stories documented. According to the organizers, there's nothing more important to the sanctity of our democracy than fair and transparent elections. All across Amador County, people have stories about this year's primary election. Not enough ballots, registered voters being turned away from the polls, folks who tried to turn in mail ballots but were given provisional ballots instead, and so on and so forth. Now, if you cannot attend but want to share your personal voting experience, send an email to fairelections@usa.com. Saturday's meeting will run from 1 to 4 at the American Legion Hall on Sutter Hill.
And the deadline rapidly approaching to sign up for the 2018 Faith Alive Day Camp at Faith Lutheran Church. With this year's theme of This Changes Everything, Faith Alive sure to change your child's summer. Join the Faith Lutheran Church for the fun and faith-filled camp Monday through Friday, July 2nd to the 6th. Monday through Thursday, 9 to 3. Friday, 9 to noon with family. There'll be songs, games, skits, and more. All open to all kids who've completed kindergarten through entering the 6th grade. The cost, $30 for the week, including a t-shirt. Scholarships available. For more info, contact Tasha, 296-6191, or the church office, 295-4545. To get the camp forms, go online to faithlutheranpioneer.org. And again, that's open to all kids who've completed kindergarten through entering the 6th grade.
And a couple of housekeeping items here. Don't forget the 2018 season of the Calaveras Grown Farmers Markets continue tonight at the Master Gardener's Demonstration Garden at Government Center in San Andreas. It runs from 4 to 6, featuring a wide variety of products from local farms.
And PG&E and Vulcan Construction closing Peak Street today to all traffic. All vehicles and pedestrians traveling are required to select an alternate route. Residents entering and exiting Peak Hill must also follow detours. Detours will be in place, easily marked and easy to follow on Schober and Perry Street. Again, the closure is Wednesday, yesterday, and today only. Tomorrow, Peak Street will be open.
Thanks for reminding me it'll be closed tomorrow.
I meant to say it was closed.
Oh, okay. Hey, we've got, I believe, is it Kevin on the phone from CAL FIRE?
No, I believe actually Nick is on the line.
Oh,
with us.
Nick on the line.
Yeah,
Oh, Nick.
Yeah.
Nick, good morning.
Hey, good morning. How are you guys doing?
Good. So we've got a control burn coming up, or a prescribed burn today?
Yes, sir. This evening around 6 p.m., we're going to be doing a fuel reduction training burn behind CAL FIRE Sutter Hill Station number 60 here on Highway 49. It's about 4.5 acres, and we're going to be doing it for training and to meet our goal of doing fuel reduction around the station. There's going to be some smoke visible from Ridge Road and Highway 49.
Nick, what time do you think that'll start? About 6 o'clock, you said?
Yeah, about 6 o'clock tonight.
Okay, it'll go till when?
We'll probably be burning up until 9 o'clock tonight.
Okay. And are you going to be bringing any local guys like Sutter Creek or AFPD or Jackson, anybody to help?
So we have the invite to them. They may have other stuff going on, but we definitely have the invite out to those guys. So if they have the ability to come out, they're absolutely more than welcome to come out here tonight.
So this will be behind the station and then behind the Sutter Hill Center there and the bank and go.
Yeah, exactly. So it's going to kind of go all the way up to the food bank right there, and then kind of on the other side all the way down to the businesses down on the Ridge Road side.
Yeah. Did you know, and I didn't know this, there is a trail that leads from the airport down to the shopping center there, where the bank is.
Yeah,
and
on a map I saw that it's called Old Airport Road.
Yeah.
We noticed that the other day.
Yeah, it's a trail. In fact, there was a restaurant there at one time, 49er restaurant at the center there, and people used to fly in and walk down to that and walk
way.
back. Yeah, and walk back. So
pretty convenient.
Yeah. Anyway, so all right, Nick. So that's you're going to fire that off about 6 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go until about 8 o'clock.
Yeah, 8 or 9 tonight. Yeah, there's probably a little bit of smoke visible from Highway 49 on Ridge Road, so don't be alarmed. And we'll have prescribed signs out there to try to notify the public.
Great, Nick. And this will only be ground crews. You won't be bringing any aircraft.
No, yeah, it'll just be the ground crews from the Amador Eldorado unit and our local cooperators.
All right. You guys up to full staff yet?
So we actually currently have our last rehire academy going on right now with the last group of our seasonal firefighters being brought on this week, and by Monday morning at 8 o'clock we will be at peak staffing.
All right, and let's hope you don't have to go out too often this year.
Yeah, you and me both, sir.
Yeah, all right. And remember to keep that, even though there's no outdoor burning, you can still work on that 100-foot of defensible space.
Yeah, absolutely. The 100-foot defensible space, and if you have any issues or any questions, go to readyforwildfire.org, and it'll be able to give you all the information that you need.
Here's a question for you. So let's say I have some tall grass, and I get out there and I weed eat it, and it gets knocked down. I'm talking maybe, it's a fuel depth of maybe 1.5 feet, 2 feet, pretty tall. Knock it down. Should you remove that, or is it okay if it just lays down on the ground?
It's obviously, if you have the ability to rake it away from obviously the structures or wherever you're trying to protect, but realistically, the wind will really blow a lot of that stuff away. But if you definitely weeded it down, that's going to reduce the fuel loading a lot because you don't have that continuity like you would if it wasn't weed eated.
Gotcha. Nick, listen, thanks for the call, and we'll go ahead and we'll keep putting the word out today. Starting at about 6 o'clock, CAL FIRE with a, did you call this a training burn, prescribed burn? What's it called?
Yeah, so we'll call it our fuels reduction project. So it's a vegetation management project. So you can call it a training burn. That works.
Okay, and it'll be going on at least till 8 o'clock, maybe till 9 o'clock. You'll see smoke, Sutter Hill area there.
Yes,
all
sir.
right, Nick, thank you very much.
Perfect. Thanks, guys. You have a good day.
All right, take care,
You too, buddy.
Bye bye. All right, that's going to wrap up a look at local news for the 7 o'clock hour from the KVGC News Center.
I'm JD.
And I'm Jim Geedy reporting. For the latest news, traffic, and weather 24 hours a day, be sure to visit our website. That's kvgcradio.com.